Hi, everybody. Today is Saturday, September 5th, 2020. And today I want to do a little video talking about Google AdWords. So, I myself work as a consultant. I do a lot of iOS development as well as Elixir programming, a little bit of teaching. But, with the downturn and kind of a lack of work, I figured I'd try to shake things up a little and create a productized service. And so the productized service I created is around the concept of user testing. And so I'm a big proponent of user testing. And I've done some user testing for some friends. And so I figured I'd take the skills that I've learned doing those and offer them as a service. For like $99, you get a user review and a catch up phone call to ask questions about it. But specifically today, I want to talk about the marketing. So I did a release day announcement on Twitter, and things to friends and people who follow me. But I also wanted to try and experiment with some ads. And so I created an ad on the Google Ad Network. And I learned from one of my last ad experiments, which got a lot of interesting traction and feedback, that if you're going to create an ad for a search engine, generally want to create a title and text that are relevant to solving the problem that they are searching for. So people go to a search engine because they have a problem, and they're clicking links because they are finding solutions. And so if you're going to build an ad, you want to build your ad around solutions. And so that is kind of the mindset I went in when picking the ad copy and the terms that I wanted to use for the ad. And it's been running for a little over a week or so, I guess, at this point. And I've been looking at the results, and frankly, the numbers don't really add up for me. So let me show you. I'm actually going to show you some screenshots to show you what this looks like from my end. So I've been using this. These numbers start around August 26th and go up to today, September 5th. It's still like noon, so I'm sure these numbers aren't accurate up till today. But the point being that this shows approximately 9,400 impressions, 222 clicks, and I've spent, it says 119.08. Some of that is free ad money. So like when you create an account and you spend like $50, they give you $100 worth of credits. So I spent $50 for this basically. And then you can see some of the keywords I picked, and then the search phrases and the clicks that they're generated. So to kind of validate what is going on, I look to my analytics. And so I use an analytic package called Clicky. And so you can see here, this is the detail page for that same date range, showing the very specific user testing page that I created. Now this is just the general page. So you see all the activities, you see advertising, direct social media searches. So if we filter that a little bit, so in general, there have been 240 visitors, 210 of them being unique to the page user testing over this time period. But then if you filter that and you say, I only want to see the stats for people who live in the United States, the number goes down to 152 visitors with 134 unique. Now, when I created my Google ad campaign, I said I only wanted people in the United States. Like that's where I want the ads to be delivered. And then if you filter this even some more, you'll see that if you look for people who live in the United States and arrived via advertising, the number goes down to 77 with 74 unique visitors. So if you look at Google charged me for 222 clicks, but I can only map them to approximately 77 visitors on my site. I don't know what the number is off the top of my head, but that seems like a gross misreporting of clicks, which is very unfortunate. So suffice to say, I have turned the ad program off for this ad, even though I still had a little bit of money remaining on my free, quote unquote, ad money. But it was funny because when I canceled the campaign, you get this little message that says, send us your feedback. And of course, the send your feedback page was empty. I always find it hilarious when a site, like the credit card form on the site works, but then the feedback site or the contact form doesn't work. That's just kind of ironic there. But yeah. So I mean, as I can't speak to the success of the productized service, that is still kind of to be determined. But I can say this early experiment of doing a Google ad, I would consider a failure, which is unfortunate because, yeah, it would have been nice if it worked. But yeah, just in the spirit of transparency and kind of showing you guys what's going on, I figured I'd do a little video and talk about it. Hopefully you found it interesting. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. Other than that, yeah, it's Saturday. Have a good holiday weekend. I know holiday weekend at this moment is a little weird, but do your best you can. And yeah, try to relax a little and then, come back strong next week. That's pretty much what I plan to do too. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye bye.